Hi, I'm Debbie Harrison. I'm from Stitching is My Happy Place on Facebook, and I have been asked to do a tutorial on some older blocks. And so today I chose the Great Granny Square block, and it is a patchwork block. You can make it out of scraps and make every block different, or you can use your colors and make everything kind of the same. What we're going to do is we are going to take 25 2.5-inch squares, and you can see that it looks like all the squares are kind of set on point, which makes it hard to do, but it isn't. It fools you, trust me. I started in the middle with a purple square, which is fine, and then I added 4 squares around, so you got 4. Then I took 8 green squares and added them around, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I added bluish squares around. And so, again, just you can cut from jelly rolls and make them whatever color you want, or you can just use all scraps and everything will be all different. It's just important that you cut everything nice and neat and even. So if you look at this again, you have 4 squares and you have 3, and 4 and 3. Okay, so it's either 4 or 3. Now, it's important that you also get the other squares that we're going to have. Let me show you. We're going to take 2 3-inch squares and cut them. I used yellow for this. I'm not putting yellow on this square, but it shows up so much better, and I wanted you to see what I was doing. Okay, make a 3-inch square and cut it into a half square triangle. You got 4 pieces. Also, you're going to take 3 4.5-inch squares, and you are going to cut them. I have to try to put this back together for you, right? You're going to cut them diagonally twice, and you're going to have 4 triangles out of those. Okay, I'm missing that little last part because I only have 2 hands, but 4.5-inch squares cut diagonally twice, okay, because we're going to use those. And I made them yellow so you can see exactly where they go. What we have is a square that has a kind of corrugated edge, right? So we're going to lay our quarter triangles that we made 4 out of, and we're going to put them on the edge. Yellow does not look so good right here. I'm going to lay them here, all right? And if you keep on laying these out, you finally end up with a block with nice even edges. But we do have the edge here. So there I'm going to lay the half square triangle. Here I'm going to lay the half square triangle. And as you can see, we finally end up with a true even block here. Now let me show you one that's half done. I'm going to show you this. All right. Now, this is partially sewed, not all the way, but you can see that the white doesn't show up so well, and that's the reason I picked the yellow. What I want to show you is we have the layout of all of our squares, but we start with, don't mind this little half square triangle, we start with 2. Okay, so, and 3, you're going to put 1 in the middle and 2 on each side. So what that will look like is I have 1, and I have my quarter triangles, and you just make sure that it's even, sew it, and don't press it. Do not press it, okay? And then you end up with this shape. All right, I'm going to put that down there, show you this. This is pressed because I already have it half done, all right? So you think of it like this, but it's already starting to look like a real square. So go ahead, sew your first row, your 2 quarter triangles on each side, sew your next 3 quarter triangles on each side, sew your next 5 quarter triangles on each side, and then you're going to sew your row of 7 with none of the white or the yellow fabric on the end. And the reason that you don't want to press them until you're good and ready is we're nesting our seams again. I love to nest my seams. All of these seams are pressed down, all right? So on the next row, all the seams need to be pressed up the opposite way. You're going to put them together, and you have nested seams. Make sure they nest perfectly, and then you can press them out and you are going to be real pleased with the way it turns out. Then you do your next, you've got your next one done, press the seams the opposite way, nest them, sew them. Your last one, it goes so fast, you're going to nest your seams and you're going to sew them, and the only thing that you lack at this point is to finish your ends. And so you're going to put, or you know, you could put the yellow, right? You're going to put the yellow piece here, sew it across, get rid of your dog ears, press it really well. You have a perfect square. The thing I want to show you is you have that little bit of extra left where these squares, the half square triangles and quarter triangles, fold so over each other. So just take your ruler, put it straight across, and leave yourself a 1/4 inch of a seam in the white part, and then you can sew your blocks together. If you want to sash them, the sashing would be gorgeous. You can use the same color sash, white, and the same light pattern I've used, or you can, if you're using jewel tones, you could use black and just set everything off. It's up to you, but the actual block is so easy to make. Now, if you have any questions, please let me know, at Stitching is my happy place, and please don't mind my big fat mess of a sewing room. I am really kind of beside myself with happiness. I've been working on this embroidery forever, and I am almost done with it. So I've already pulled my next project, and so it does make a mess in my sewing room. I always have a mess in my sewing room, don't I? Please, again, let me know if you have any questions about this giant granny block, and I know you'll enjoy making it as much as I do. Bye.